They say the truth hurts, the truth hurts, so you about to feel pain, and I gotta do work. God said I gotta do work, cause it's off with the name, Savage Truth. Savage Truth, it's the savage truth, the savage truth.
Right, and I told one of my mentees in Colorado, I said, we can go to jobs that we don't like, and I think I said this to Eddie too. We can go to jobs that we don't like, right, and manage to not yell at our bosses for 10 hours a day. But we can't go home to the person that we said we would sacrifice for 6 or 7 hours at night and then not disrespect our wives over something inconsequential. Like, how is that possible? Because we were taught, right, and society has told us it is not acceptable to yell at your boss. It is not acceptable, right? But we're told it's acceptable to yell at your wife. It's acceptable to cuss out your husband. We got told when we were getting married, like, oh, it's gonna be times y'all gonna hate each other and you ain't gonna wanna look at each other. And then when we got married, I'm like, I'm just not accepting any of that as reality. That just seems stupid. Yeah. Like, that's what people like, you go to work, you gonna hate your job every day, or you could not. Like, I was 16 years old. I love working at Domino's. What? Free pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, why is everybody complaining about the workforce? I'm getting money and free food. I don't, it's like the silver lining approach to life is supposed to apply to everything except for marriage. Like, marriage is supposed to suck and you're just supposed to grin and bear it and then have kids to make it better. I don't know why that's a thing. Right? Throw some children on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Blend some families together. Everybody's good to go. Like, no, that's not.
Disaster.
That's a disaster. But it's because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Right? Like, we speak that into our own marriages. We speak it into our own lives. If we can manage to not disrespect people that we don't like, that we don't love, how can we manage to not disrespect people that we do love? But it's acceptable, right? It's okay to do it. But if you don't make it okay, then you just don't do it. It's kind of simple. It's really not that complicated. Like, and I'm gonna say this, and because this is my Patreon family here, and then I got Willie, who's the or Bucky from our home church here. So he's actually our director of our youth and college ministry, joining us as well. So Willie, say what's up to everybody around the country. We got Sean in New York, Eddie is in Wisconsin, Kalechi is in Atlanta, and Joseph and Renela are in Maryland /DC. So we got like everybody around, I think all East Coast right now. Now we got Central Time with Eddie. So all East Coast and Central Time. But yeah, man, but I think that's the problem that we find, man. It should not be acceptable, right? Like, if you make it the standard and say this is what we're going to do, then hold yourself to that standard. Yep. Right? And just don't let it slip.
They keep asking who I am, I just tell them I'm a Christian. Occupation, a description, I just tell them I'm a Christian. Nationality, ethnicity, I tell them I'm a Christian. Keep the hyphens in division.